What's going on, everybody? We have just recently reached 100 subscribers, so I just wanted to thank everyone who subscribed and liked all the videos. And I hope you guys enjoy this one too. This is the top 3 cryptids from Maryland. Number 1. Snallygaster. The story begins in Frederick County, Maryland, in the 1730s. This is when stories first started being told about a large half-reptile, half-bird monster. It had a large beak and rows of sharp teeth. Some had even claimed it had tentacles. It was said to live in South Mountain's cave system. Due to a large German population in Frederick County at the time, the beast was originally named Schnellergeist, which translates to quick spirit. Legend stated the Snallygaster would swoop down silently from the sky and steal livestock and children. It was also known to suck the blood out of its victims. For nearly 200 years, the Snallygaster existed only in folklore. That was until winter of 1909. When there were multiple encounters with the creature of legend. People described it as having enormous wings, a long pointed beak, claws like steel hooks, and a large eye in the middle of its forehead. It also reportedly made screeching sounds, like a train whistle. One of these encounters told of a man who was seized by the Snallygaster. It sank its teeth into his jugular and drained the man of his blood. His body was then dropped on a nearby hill. The news of these encounters were so widespread, apparently even the Smithsonian was offering a reward for the hide of the beast. The creature then started going to other places, and it seemed to be everywhere at once. Footprints were found in the snow in New Jersey. A woman was almost swooped up in West Virginia, and a man in Ohio reported a massive creature with huge wings, a horned head, and a tail that was 20 feet long. The final encounter was in March 1909, when 3 men claimed to have fought the Snallygaster for about an hour, until it ran off into the woods. All was quiet for 23 years, when suddenly it emerged again. Reports came in about a massive creature flying around Frederick County, until it was reported that the creature was lured into a huge vat of moonshine, and the creature was overcome by the noxious fumes and drowned. The still was then said to be blown up by investigators. While that was the last report of the Snallygaster, it is possible there are more of them out there, hiding in the caves and forests of Frederick County. Number 2. The Dwayyo. The Dwayyo is described as having wolf-like features, with thick dark fur covering its body. It has a long bushy tail and a dog-like nose. While it may sound like an ordinary wolf, those who have seen it say it stands upright on its hind legs and is said to be over 6 feet tall. According to legend, it's said to be the mortal enemy of the Snallygaster. Stories of their vicious fights date back to the early settlements of Middletown Valley in the 1740s. While stories were told of the Dwayyo long ago, the first reported encounter came in 1944 in the town of West Middleton, near Gambrill State Park. A man named John Becker was out in his yard investigating strange noises when he saw something move toward him. He said it was big as a bear, with long black hair and a bushy tail. As it got closer, it got up on its hind legs and attacked him. Becker fought the creature until it ran off into the woods. The next sighting didn't come until 1966, again on the outskirts of Gambrill State Park. A man only referred to as Jim A. was returning to his campsite when a creature approached him. He described it as a shaggy two-legged animal about the size of a deer. He also said it had a triangle-shaped head with pointed ears and a pointed chin. When it saw him, the beast made a horrid scream and backed away from him. The man said it had an odd walk as it retreated. He said it reminded him of how a spider walks. The next sighting was in 1976, when 2 men were driving and saw the Dwayyo crossing the road. One of the men said, this was not a hominid-type creature. It did not have the characteristics of an ape. It was much more similar to a wolf or a ferocious dog. However, it was definitely moving upright, and appeared to be adapted for that kind of mobility. The final encounter was in 1978, near Cunningham Falls, when 2 park rangers encountered a large, hairy creature running on 2 legs. While that was the last known sighting of the Dwayyo, it is entirely possible it is still out there, hiding in the shadows of West Middleton. Number 3. The Goat Man. If you live in Maryland, the chances are high you've heard of the infamous Goat Man of Prince George's County. Legend states a doctor was conducting strange experiments where he would try to merge human DNA with animal DNA. Allegedly, he tried to merge the DNA of a goat with his assistant's DNA. This resulted in the creation of the Goat Man, who has been terrorizing the people of Maryland for over 70 years. His main dwelling is said to be Fletchertown Road and the surrounding area. The goat man is described as being a towering half-goat, half-man, with his upper body being that of a muscular man, but with large goat horns protruding from his head. His lower body consists of the furry hind legs and hooves of a goat. He is also said to carry around an axe with him. The first sighting of this creature was in 1957. People from Forestville in Upper Marlborough claimed to see a giant hairy monster in the woods. Some blame him for the murders of 14 hikers in 1962. He allegedly hacked them to pieces while letting out unearthly screams. The most well-known story talks of a family whose puppy went missing. It was found decapitated near Fletchertown Road. The story claims the night the dog went missing, a group of girls heard strange noises in the same area, and others saw a creature walking on its hind legs along Fletchertown Road. People have also claimed to see the goat man near Governor Bridge. It is said if you park there at dusk, you can hear a goat calling into the night. Then suddenly, it appears at your vehicle, trying its hardest to get into your car. I hope you all liked the video. If you made it this far, leave your favorite cryptid down in the comments. And also, from now on, I'm going to be picking the new state for both the haunted and cryptid videos at the end of each cryptid video. Alright, here it is. Completely random, let's go. Alright. North Dakota. I know pretty much nothing about North Dakota, so this should be interesting. So I should be releasing the haunted video for North Dakota in a couple weeks. Peace.